Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of a StarCraft Remastered. Today for a Patreon cast for the week of July the 4th. Happy Independence Day, all Americans watching this as a patron. It's going to be Light, and it's going to be Jaedong on Neo Sylphid. Top side, it is our Red Terran player. It is Light under his well-known Smurf name. And in the bottom left, it's a barcode Smurf name for Jaedong. So blue versus red here on Neo Sylphid. Woo! So this is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, I do appreciate each and every one of my patrons. Love you guys all the time. I go there and just check to see how things are doing, and I'm posting this on patreon.com/FalconPaladin 1 month before anybody else can see it. So if you're watching this the week of July 4th, 2024, thank you so much for supporting me. And if you're watching this in late July or early August 2024, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I am here. Guess how many times a week? That's right. It is 6 times a week with Brood War content. So 3-player map here. Probably going to be a hatch first to Rooney out of Jaedong. Light, putting his supply depot behind his mineral line. So, not walling off at the front at all, which indicates maybe some level of aggression from Maverick Cow here, or Maverick How here, sorry. There's only 1K. For a second there, I thought I saw 2, but no. So yes, we're going to hatch first it. We're going to throw down the barracks. We're going to wall here against some early link pressure, which is not going to show up because, behold the hatch first, set around 11 or 12 supply from Jaedong, somewhere around there. I don't know if there's a difference. Is there a difference between 11 hatching and 12 hatching? I kind of feel like I see both. Anyhow, what's the play going to be for both of these guys? We're going to see SK Terran out of Light. And man, if you love these guys, I did cast a Jaedong versus Light best of 3 that was amazing. Last month, basically, in June. So if you didn't see that, for some reason it didn't get quite the views I was expecting from a best of 3 with these players. So go check it out. I'll probably link to it. Maybe at the end of this video. Maybe I'll use that card feature. Is that even still around? That pops up a thing in the top right. I haven't used it in years because just the click rates were like 0.08% of people clicked on that, and I'm like, holy smokes, that's a very small number. But anyway, yeah, a little drone harass here, no big deal. Jaedong says, SCV poking around, Steve getting his eyes on what's going on here in Zerg Central, and the answer is nothing weird, nothing strange whatsoever. Marine production has begun, expansion coming in. Actually waited for the expansion to start to get marine production happening, which just goes to show how fast this base went down for Light. Loving that from him. Terry the Overlord is alive. This is a good map for keeping Terry alive. A lot of dead airspace he can hide behind. Lair coming up. No metabolic boost yet, but it will right about now, and there it is. Okay, so nothing weird here at all, and not in fact going for a factory, because guess what? There's no gas. It's just our guy. It's just our guy going 2 racks opener, getting a bunch of Marines out. Eventually, we'll get gas here. There it is. Gas will come in. But we're not opening with vultures. Light is somebody who knows how to transition to mech exceptionally well. He honestly might very well be the best Terran player in the world at the moment. He's playing super well. Very well-rounded. Can get you early, get you late, get you in the middle of the game. Transition to mech. Start with mech and win. He's one of the few Terran players I feel like that can do those things, and that makes him very dangerous here in 2024. So what's the play? Well, Lair and then Spire behind the mineral line. Fine. Totally normal stuff. Not going to complain about that at all as a Jaedong fan, as I am. Now look, Jaedong's getting up there in years, kind of like Bisu. There's a macro hatch, so this might be a lot of mutos. Could be, could not be, too. Could just use that extra larva for Zerglings, depending on what we see coming out from the Terran player here, but generally, it's going to be for Mutalisks, yeah? Yeah. Das ist the truth. Steve says, save me, Marines. And the Marines are like, heck no, there's only 3 of us. And 3 Lings are scary at this stage of the game. They might get speed any second. They're not. Speed is far away. Oh, now it's gone. Does that mean speed just finished? Sometimes the production tab gets glitchy when you're watching a replay. I don't think these Lings have speed yet, guys. Tell me he didn't cancel speed. That's really weird. He just maybe wants to squeak out one more Mutalisk. And he's like, the mutas will be putting in all the work. I don't need speedlings. I'm not going to be making them anyway. Yeah, I need the minerals maybe for the sunken here, which is actually going to deal with the scouting SCV quite nicely. You don't get to come in and see what's going on in here. You have to get through the sunken first, friendo. So 5 mutas get fired up. Stim just finished. And Marine Range is coming up on next. Next on Fox. Wait, no. This is not Fox. This is YouTube. All right, so the Marines. Ow. Okay, this second sunken is going to be really important. Stim. Oh, he's diving in. All right, one sunken. Can't really deal with this many Marines with medics. There really should have been 2 here. Oh, he's not targeting the 1, though. I lost his target for a minute. Firebats. Forcing cancels on all the sunkens. Now it's up to the mutas to defend. They don't like doing that. All the drones evac from the natural base. Oh, no. Jaedong. Jaedong, what is happening? He's got 5 mutas. He's got 3 more mutas on the way. He will be able to save this natural, but it is not fun. He's going to lose a muta. Very close to losing one, but no, he doesn't. He kills all the Marines before these 2 mutas die. Like, seriously, they are very close to dead. So second base lives. Still 20 drones here, but man, guess who's been making SCVs the whole time? Light. He's at 37 SCVs. He's throwing up his 3rd barracks. He's working on that +1 attack for his Marines, and he's like, you don't have a 3rd base. How do you like them apples? That's a scan to see where the mutas are. And hey, look, the mutas are right here. Are you given a +1 attack at all? I don't think so. I don't think so. Overlord on the way from Jaedong because, well, he's very close to being supply blocked. And better to make an Overlord before you're supply blocked than when you're supply blocked. That's what I always say. And yeah, he did cancel Metabolic Boost. What the heck? I mean, I guess for the reasons I talked about, right? He's like, oh, I don't have enough minerals to make lings anyway. Mutas are going to have to do the heavy lifting. I'm making a lot of mutas. So I don't have... Yeah, I just don't have the minerals to make a bunch of lings regardless. I can use that gas to make another muta. That's going to be fine. Going to burn down a supply depot here. Oh, kills the SV building that bunker. Kills the SV building a bunker again. Yo, and the supply depot and the bunker go down. Okay, fantastic. A lot of turrets coming up. Maybe more than he needs. Although, I mean, this stack is not 11, but it's also not 5. So, overmaking a couple turrets is not going to kill you at the end. Oh, he's still making... So fine, he just wanted to go up to 10 mutas. Not 11, but 10. No attack upgrade, no carapace upgrade on those boys either. Queen's Nest coming in. Hydralisk Den on the way. Still no sign of a 3rd base. You there. You should be a 3rd base. Indeed. SCV scouts in, sees the Hydra timing, sees the Queen's Nest timing. Good scouting, Mr. SCV getting all the way in there because guess what? All the Sunkens died. So you can sneak an SCV in there. That's so cool. Good thinking. Good thinking by Light. Just keeps flying into turrets a little bit. Not exactly what you want to be doing. Hey, the Lings have speed now. Good job on them. Great news. More Mutalisks. He keeps replacing them when they die. He wants 10. That is the number for Jaedong today, is 10 Mutalisks. Lurker aspect on the way. Hydra's being produced. Hive. Starting up, and the scan says, yeah, all right, you're going for an 8-minute hive. That's really no surprise in the current meta. Marines kept back home. Double starport. Oh, no, just kidding. 1 starport. I am so used to double starport. I thought that was going to be a starport. No. 1 starport instead of 2. Man, I feel like with SK Terran, you want 2 starports at some point. Maybe you don't need it immediately, but maybe after the science facilities, well, the server gets started, right? Right. Anyway, what else is going on? Oh, the Elder Ring DLC, Elder Ring DLC came out, and like for the first time in a long time, I saw an outcry from the fans of a FromSoft game saying the game was too hard. And I'm like, what? That's the whole point. That's what you signed up for. You are playing a FromSoft game, you insane person. I don't know who all these people are that are like, it's too hard. It's like, just get good. Figure it out. Figure out what gear you need to get, what strategies you need to employ. That's what you did with Elden Ring. That's what you did with Bloodborne. That's what you did with Dark Souls. Like, come on. Anyway, huge attack down here to the 3rd base. Lurkers get in there just in the gosh darn nick of time. I mean, That could not have been closer, I don't think. I mean, the Lurker Egg was not getting busted, so I guess there wasn't too much danger in those guys getting into the third base because it was prepared for quite nicely. Anyway, I'm too scared of the Elden Ring DLC. Did I call it Elder Ring? It's Elden Ring. My gosh, I'm old. Elden Ring. I beat it. I beat the whole darn thing. As Lings and Lurkers and Mutas obliterate this entire group. Light's not microing this particularly well. He doesn't even try. He's like, bye, everyone. I have reinforcements coming down, though. We can avenge you, maybe, except Lings and Mutas are fast, and they will run away. Elden Ring has a DLC. I'm afraid of it, because I beat Elden Ring when it came out, effectively, and then haven't touched it since. So I started a New Game Plus to kind of just familiarize myself with the timings and my character and, like, try to remember, oh, yeah, these are the moves I use. Here's the timings. Here's what's to watch out for with this boss, and... Oh, Lurkers, I don't know about that position, guys. Yeah, no, that wasn't great. 2 Lurkers died. I'm not sure many Marines died either. So, yeah, I'm playing a New Game Plus and getting back into the swing of things, and then I will, I think, try the DLC. Anyway, yeah, whining about a Souls game. I don't understand it. I never will. So, maybe going for the natural base. Scan up. Sees there's one sunken currently. There is a Defiler, but Dark Swarm is not done yet. Light is trying to hit before Dark Swarm pops. This is a beautiful timing from him. Okay, sunken, no way, no way. Lurkers, yes. Lurkers are going to be fine. Oh, but I love bringing 2 tanks along. These tanks being alive, that needs to die. By that, I mean those. Those tanks need to die. Siege up, siege up. There's the Dark Swarm, and the tanks on siege because they're probably going to get jumped on, and they are. They absolutely get jumped on. So siege tanks unsiege, trying to do what they can here. Scourge, do not get a connection on that science vessel. Lurker's spines are tearing through pretty much all of the medics. Yeah, all the medics. No, one medic is alive. Lings jumping on those tanks. Oh, you know they have Adrenal. And no attack upgrade, right? You know they have no attack upgrade. Check it out. 0 attack upgrade. Who gets +1 for their Lings before Adrenal? Nobody does. None of the Elite Zerg players do anymore. Macro hatch here at the third base. Third base constructed on location right side from Light. Got ourselves a second starport, finally. Getting a control tower so we can make those science vessels. Irradiate has been researched, so the science vessel, or science facility is done. And, alright, Jaedong says, I feel confident enough to meet you in the middle. Dark Swarm, very nice. Scourge connecting. No! Nicely done by Light. That is almost the most important thing you can do in this matchup when you're going SK Terran is kill those Scourge before they kill your science vessels. If you can do that, you're going to be a much, much, much happy camper for most of the game. Anyhow, some idle SCVs up here. They were building stuff. They should go to work. There you go. See, even Light leaves his workers idle sometimes. Just because you do it doesn't mean you're bad. It's just what everybody does. Okay, so checking to see if there's a 4th base down here or here. Good checking, by the way. Scanning to see what's at the front door. Again, it's pretty much just Lurkers. No Sunkens here. And guess what? You can irradiate Lurkers and Hydras, but not Sunkens. Not that Sunkens provide a ton of value when the Marines are at 1-1 with stim and range, and there's tank support. Not ideal. Hydras are at no attack upgrades either, but... Okay, Lurker Dark Swarm. Third base coming in from Light. I don't know if we... Oh, he's hiding a hatch down here. Did that get scanned? No, he scanned over here. Light did. He's like, all right, can we get up this ramp? Probably not. Okay, Lurker inside Dark Swarm by himself. Going to be fairly effective. He can hit that tank. Good unsiege timing from Light, by the way. Defiler comes out, throws up 2 Dark Swarms, immediately takes an Irradiate right to the face, as Defilers are wont to do, and it dies because that's also what it's wont to do. This is bad. This needs to work if Jaedong's going to extend this game much longer. And it doesn't, because there aren't enough Lings to do this. Boy, they don't have upgrades enough to do it either. If they were three Adrenal Lings, they probably could jump on that. But they're 0 attack, 1 armor Adrenal Lings, which are not quite as scary, but still pretty scary. Working on a Carapace upgrade and a missile attack upgrade, but no, there you go, Scourge connections, but no melee attack upgrade. Nice play, catching a tank and apparently nothing else. Consume, consume, get out. Oh, he's blocked in there by the Hydralisk. Oh, he didn't consume. That was somebody else consuming. Or he cast. Oh, he got that Dark Swarm up. Never mind. He did. Oh, nice Muta snipe of the Plague Tank. That's a killer move by Jaedong. He's down 124 to 110 supply, 47 to 44. Oh, another Defiler dies, but gets a nice Plague. Ooh, Eraser maneuver at 15 minutes. Boxer maneuvering. Oh my gosh, no. Drone count down to 42 here. Mining at the third base completely stops. Killing drones, killing mutas, killing whatever. Just parking themselves here. There's another attack this way. It doesn't seem to have gone as well for Light, but Light is 3-basing versus the 3-basing Jaedong. He's got this. He's got this. This is a position that's going to be really hard for Jaedong to come back from. He continues to make Hydras. I think pretty much should turn him into Lurkers, although this Hydra is not yet a Lurker. In all fairness. Ugh. Lurker Spines, not Dark Swarm. My gosh, they're... With that +3 armor and the high ground miss chances there, that Lurker stayed alive way longer than it should. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a shutdown of this position by Light, but... The bad news for Jaedong is he still doesn't have a third base. This is nice. Like, this is, you know, this means you get to play a little bit longer. But, like, this base exists hilariously, but these Marines are like, no, you're not expanding here. Sorry. Another scan just to see what's going on. I think Light has this. We're at 16 minutes. And I'm just feeling like base count is not going well for Jaedong at all. He's not making Ultras, which I feel like would be great here. But he is. He's doing... No, never mind. He was doing the Hydra thing. He just turned 3 more of them into Lurkers. He's got Hydras that he's not turning into Lurkers, though. Oh, man. If Light gets a 4th base before Jaedong gets a 4th base, it is over. And there we go. Behold, a 4th base. Before the 4th base of Jaedong. Freelings are free. You thought you could wander over and shut this down? Good luck. More scanning. Just to see what's up this way. No Scourge up this way. Great. He's scanning ahead to see if there are Scourge he needs to dodge. That's so good. Like, oh, wait, no. Those Marines got wiped out. Okay, I think we made enough. +2 Carapace Adrenalings with no attack upgrades. I don't like this engagement. Okay, play Dark Swarm Lurker. Suddenly I like it a lot more. Science Vessel does go down. All right, every Jaedong fan just gave a big cheer when that Science Vessel died because that's how you do this. You kill the Science Vessels, and then the Irradiates aren't a thing anymore, and SK Terran without the Science Vessels die. Lings try to jump into this 3rd base. There's a nice bunker with good positioning, and these Marines also happen to have 2/2 upgrades. Tanks don't get upgrades, though. Just Marines and Fire Bats, and guess where we are? We're back at the 3rd base of Jaedong. Trying to shut this down big time. Hydra, Lurker, high ground, kind of tough. Again, they're ranged. There's a miss chance when you're shooting up there, and this base being alive with a macro hatch for Jaedong is kind of kick butt. Is this going to work out? I mean, it's 140 to 117 supply. It's not a great place, but Zergs are pretty familiar with being in this position in 18 minutes. Just because Marines are so low supply. And cheap. That's the biggest thing. Okay, Lurker Hydra trying to bust up this 4th and take down the... Oh, nice Dark Swarm. That changes everything every time. Those Hydras are never getting up there without the Dark Swarm support, and then they got the Dark Swarm support, and things are different. Lurkers, get up that ramp. Get in that mineral line. I think everybody got irradiated is the problem. Hydra's trying to kill these... Yeah, trying to kill these Science Vessels, but they haven't been plagued. They haven't taken any hits from Scourge, so they're a lot harder. Nice repair happening here. Dude, this gas is massive. A spore, maybe a spore here would be good. I don't know. Either way, SCV's running out when there's a Lurker around is scary. You don't want to retreat when this Lurker is sitting here with 9 kills. Do you? 10 kills. Dead now. And SCVs, a lot of them died, but they saved the command. Oh my gosh, the egg, though. Uh-oh. Busting in. Stimming in here. 1 Lurker. Oh, it's a sunken. Nice. So Jaedong successfully defends this space. I don't know if that Dark Swarm helped as much as it hindered, but alrighty then. Okay, 4th base lives for Light. Checking to make sure this is not a new base for the Zerg player. Great. Also making sure this is not a new base for the player. Another scan just to reveal what's going on. And sick Plague, wow. Catching 4 of those siege tanks and a couple science vessels. Okay, spellcasting is how you get back in games and how you take leads in games, but that was a really nice concave out of light. Shut that down big time. 4th base coming in. Did he just cancel a ComSat station that he was building there for some reason? You don't want it. 1 Mutalisk being produced to deal with all the Plague tanks and science vessels. They are delicious, juicy targets for our guy, Jaedong here. Oh, or just Hydras can wander out and take out every single one of those tanks. No problem. Wow. All right. So who needs Mutas when you have Hydras with 2/2 upgrades? Oh, gotta radiate. Burrow it or kill it. Burrow it or kill it. Burrow it or kill it. Ooh, trying to turn that Hydra into a lurker. Genius. That works. You still tried to sneak down here again. Plague. Good morning, class. Says this defiler. Plagues everybody in the face. This is a pretty nuts game, I gotta say. I still think Light's gonna take it. Just because this was so darn late, and a 4 base versus a 4 base still isn't a good place to be if you're a Zerg player. Ooh, Scourge connection. No, Scourge, stop moving. Look at these guys. Look at them. Oh, beautiful Dark Swarm. Hydra's just kind of going toe-to-toe with Marines and Firebats that now have the 3 attack. It's not going to go great for you guys, even if you had +3 attack, which you're working on, and I appreciate that. But yeah, this is Hydra meta Jaedong doing stuff against Light. And I think this is a 2023 game, so really not that long ago. Yeah, the Hydras are not really intended to tank any amount of damage. They sit behind other stuff that does the damage for them. Or sits inside a Dark Swarm maybe, except now there's Firebats because Light's not an idiot. Oh, this little run by over here at this 5th base of Jaedong. No. No, that is not happy. Oh, but hang on a second. Oh my gosh, why are you not running to safety, you idiots? Oh, just at the last second, this guy jukes back to the safety of the Marines, but they're like 4 or 5 science vessels went down. Okay, Jaedong fighting. Jaedong with his 0 attack Adrenal Lings. He's like, look, Falcon, you don't need attack upgrades for Lings if they have Adrenal. It's good enough. And I say it's not. Ooh, good snipe on that science vessel. Good Plague, too. Ooh, Lurkers. Oh, gosh, Plagued units taking Lurker Spines, never a good feel at all. And now everybody going to die. Ooh, that Firebat wasn't, or was Plagued and got healed up. I don't know. Either way, everybody's dead. So this hatch is dead. This is a new base from Light. I'm trying to do some equations in my brain here real quick. What are we thinking? This is as close as it's been for Jaedong in a while. Finding a base that doesn't have any tanks set up yet. Wow. Forcing a full retreat at this 5th base. This is a big deal for Jaedong, man. And you might as well take down what you can. Scourge coming out of absolute no. Scourge. You got 1, not 2. 1 is good. 1 out of 2 is fine. Acceptable losses. No, acceptable kills, I'd say, for the Zerg player. Not acceptable losses for Light. That is too much. Losing one of your 2 science vessels you have on the field right now is not considered acceptable. 2 more are joining the party because we are producing them back home like crazy. This is a 5th base attempt down here, which makes more sense to expand here than here anyway, but I suppose if Light hadn't discovered. But look at this. So many tanks on the field now because of the Hydras. This is a meta adjustment that Terran players are doing because of all the Hydras that Zerg players are making these days. And how do you deal with Hydras if you're a Terran? Well, Marines are really good, but also siege tanks are extra good. They outrange the crap out of Hydras. Hydras just die to tanks because of how much damage they do, especially with the splash. I didn't mention this is an RJB replay, so be sure to check him out, youtube.com/@RJB_TV. And be sure to hit the like button, subscribe on this video too. It supports the channel. Lets the almighty algorithm know that I'm here and that you want to see more of this stuff, because who doesn't want to see more of this? This game is crazy good. Again, Patreon game, patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. For as little as $1 a month. Trying to hold trying to hold, busting up here. I don't know, man. Siege tank count a little bit too hefty. This group trying to get something done on the other side, but this, I don't know if you can deal with these tanks. Oh, and I do try to remind you guys, with Patreon, they take 3% of your donation for overhead. So it's really one of the best deals you got out there if you want to support the channel on a subscription basis. YouTube takes closer to like 30%. So, yeah, no. On a subscription basis, Patreon is probably the best bet. Like 3 cents of your dollar per month goes to them. That's pretty awesome. Look at me doing math. Yeah, I don't know. 172 to 148 supply. Jaedong is macroing his absolute face off here. He can't engage with the tanks, but if these groups want to move out on their own, oh my gosh, they got plagued, but they're like, we know we're going to die, but we must destroy this hatchery before we do. Nicely done. Nicely done. And now the medics are trying to heal up enough, but now there's a dark swarm, and yeah, you try to heal through that plague, medics. You're just going to run out of energy and die yourselves. So this base lives, this base lives. Lurkers slowly pushing down on this bottom right-hand corner. That's a win condition. If Light's tanks can get down here and wreck house. No. You don't have enough lings to do this. These aren't even, these are +1 attack siege tanks. These aren't even like +3 siege tanks. But you can't run across an open field and hope to connect with them. Even if you're dark swarming, you just can't do it. Siege tank splash is too strong. You need a, I mean, at this, oh gosh, yeah, this might be it. This is not enough for either side of this engagement for Jaedong. Those Hydras are, I mean, split them out a little bit better, I guess, but these Marines are going to town while you're trying to deal with these tanks. Stuff's going to pop out here at some point. A Defiler pops out, but immediately dies. I don't think he even got a death animation there. 170 to 104 supply, and guess who's loose in the bottom right? That's right, it's Light. Yeah, I mean, trying desperately to rebuild this base, but at the same time holding this is hard. The Nidus Canal got sniped, and that's a GG. Light takes down Jaedong in 27 minutes. And like I said, he was in a pretty good position. Yeah, he was in a pretty good position there. And yeah, then he won from that, because it's hard to come back when your opponent is ahead that far. Yo, so good man, Light. Making tanks. Ooh, a D-Matrix. There we go. Making tanks against the Hydralisks that Jaedong was making. And yeah, I kind of feel like it's an easy adjustment for Terrans, but we will see if the meta adjusts, if the strategy goes away in 2024. So let's see how many racks he had. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 racks he's running off of here. And 1 factory. Is he just going 1 fac tank here? No, he's got a second tank over here at the 3rd base. So 2 factories with the tanks. And yeah, never lost a base today. This one was close, but he did save it. This base never really got bothered too much. This one was also okay. And then really no pressure was made into the main base or the natural base either. So GG. Light gets the win on the Patreon cast. Good man. 205, 6,000 points, 198,000 points. Outproducing the Terran player by about 7 to 5 isn't great. Getting outkilled by a 5 to 3 makes that worse. Structures raised 10 to 9. Surprising number of Terran buildings died there. And then overall, outspending the Terran player by only about 9,000 resources in 27 minutes is just going to be a tough go. It's going to be a tough go. So that's a GG. That's fantastic. That was an absolutely fantastic TVZ from Light. Terran fans are happy about that. Terran's getting the win. I've heard you Terran fans complaining recently about some Terran losses, but you know what? You can't lose them all, and you can't win them all either. And this was going to be a win for your guy, Light, who, my gosh, click on his videos. Is he good or what? He's great. So that's a GG, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered in a Patreon game. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.